So guys, today we are starting with the reading discussion. How we do a reading? Let's start from Cambridge reading. This is the reading urban farming. In the first reading passage, there is a Phillips given in first session. Vertical tubes are used to grow the strawberries and herbs. If we check the keywords given below, herbs and strawberries, at the second passage there is a strawberries keywords is given. In the first paragraph, in third line, we can find the herbs and vertical tube which was given in the first line of the blanks. The answer of first Phillips is lettuce, because we find the two keywords vertical tubes and herbs in between the row of letters. Near those are, here we find the Phillips. If we're talking about the second Phillips, so daily harvest of as much as dash weight of fruits and vegetable. There is a keyword is weight of fruit and vegetable and harvest. Let's find it. We find this thing in second paragraph. Harvest. This is the weight of fruit and vegetables. Talking about varieties of fruits and vegetables. 1000 kg. Jenke kilogram. It means kilogram. Let's talk about third Phillips. It may be possible that the farm produce will amount for as much as 10% of the city dash overall. 10% of cities. This is the keyword, as much as 10% of cities dash overall. Let's find third Phillips. In second para last, we got 10% of consumptions. This is the keyword 10%. We got answer consumptions of third blank. Let's find next table. Intensive farming, wide range of used. We find the wide range of used. And next, technique pollute air. Let's find it. Wide range. Here we see in third para 17 different pesticides or that intensive farming techniques. We find different. It means that wide range of things called pesticide. This is the fourth blanks. Let's move on. Sinking. We find the quality not good. Varieties of fruits and vegetables chosen that can serve long dash. Serve long. Let's find it. What is in next blanks? We can see that the quality is so poor. Here we can see that quality not good. It is the same thing. Quality is not so poor because the variety are selected for their capacity to withstand such sustain generally. This is the fifth blanks. Let's move on sixth blanks. Dash received very little of overall income. Received very little. Small thing. Here we can see that near to fifth blanks, 80% of the price I pay goes to wholesalers and transport companies, not the producers. Not the producer is the sixth blank. Let's move to next. Urban farming, no soil used, nutrition added to water which is recycled, produce chosen because of its here it is in the next para, produce up here, sold locally just down there, it is bravely travel at all. Hardly say you can select crop varieties for their flavor. This is the seventh Phillips answer. In the seventh Phillips, we got the answer in next para. If we're talking about a true or false, mostly true false is given as it is, but some which get false, it is a get contradict to the answer and not given. I think that information is not mentioned in the para as accurately or properly. In the first true false, urban farming can take place above or below ground. Here we can see that disused shipping container mushroom in underground. Is it as it is given in the paragraph next? This is the last second para of this passage. Underground. So eighth answer is true. And in ninth answers, some of the implements is used in aeroponic farming can be made by hand. This thing not mentioned can be made by. We can see aeroplane. This thing is not in mention. Answer was given but not made by. Which is not clearly answered in passage. So we can say that this is not given because information is not properly given in the passage. Urban farming rely more on electricity than some other type of farming. Let's move on 10th. Cheap to run, consume a tiny friction. Here more on electricity, but here writers tell that tiny friction and cheap. So we can say that 10th is false. The answer is contradict. Fruit and vegetable grown on aeroponic urban farm are cheaper than traditional grown organic produce. Let's move on 11th. 11th is given as it is in the next paragraph are lower than soil based organic growth. Here we can see that are cheaper than traditional grown organic produce. So we can say that answer is true. Let's move on. 12th. Most producer can grown on an aeroponic urban farm at any time of the year? I mentioned that not any time. Here we can see suited to the summer months. It's a special time given in the passage, but here we can see that at any time of the year. So answer is not properly mentioned. Next, bean take long to grow on urban farm than other vegetable. Not other vegetables. Here we can see that at the last of the passage, ant beams tend to take up a lot of space for not much return. But then other vegetables are not mentioned in passage. So answer is not given. So thanks to the guys to see the readings. Here we solved it in a easy way. I think you can understand it.